This video is an overview to using LMS. We can access LMS through Google by typing in lms.apexenglish.com. Here you will be prompted to log in with your ID and password. This information will be sent to you after your training week. Alternatively, we can log in through the GATE application by accessing attendance, grading or CTP, uploading or link to LMS. LMS has 6 main features: checking attendance, entering grades, searching for different classes and dates that lessons have taken place, uploading CTP videos, logging issues such as letters of concern or logging reports on your students, and finally management, where you can track your students' grades across the term, such as e-learning and participation. Okay, first let's take a look at attendance. I'll go to class on the left hand side and click on attendance. You should have some experience of using attendance from your training week. So at the beginning of class, you will simply take attendance by doing a roll call and checking if students are present or absent. If a student arrives late to class or leaves early, you would then make a note of that and input the grade at the end of class. Always remember to click save before you move on. The next feature we're going to look at is grades. So I go to grading and evaluation. At the very top of the page, I can see the name of my class, Sprout 2. It's on a Thursday and a Sunday. It starts at 9:15 and the teacher here is Mark and Kang. So if I look at the valuation list, I can see the current grade I'm entering here is a chunk quiz, and then I would enter my grades here after I corrected the chunk quiz. If I click this open, I can see I can also enter grades for chunk book and the traits, self-control, optimism, gratitude and curiosity, and finally participation for that date. All grades must be input within 24 hours of the class taking place, except for the writing notebook for Sprout, Sapling and Junior Master levels, where you would have 3 days. The reason for this is so that CMs can transfer these grades to progress reports and continuously inform parents of their child's progress. Next, let's take a look at the class search feature on the right hand side of the screen. So this red button here, it outlines the branch name, the current term. Here you can select what class you're currently teaching. So I'm going to select a CBED 2 class and all of the dates that you've taught that class previously. We use the class search feature to input all grades that we've missed out on, or to make sure that we're uploading our CTP on the date that it took place. So moving on to CTP upload. If we remember from training, you have 7 days to upload that CTP. So it would be important to remember to use the class search feature to upload on the date that the class took place. So once I'm on CTP upload, I would go to new upload, select my group, group 1. I would put in however many students I can fit on the CTP regarding upload limit. Next, I would write in the name of my CTP for that day. I would search the file and upload whatever file I have to enter, and I would make sure to select a thumbnail. You have to select a thumbnail or it will not let you upload the video. And in the notes section, I would write in my timestamps. So what time did students' videos start at? So maybe Jack was at 0, Elsa might have been at 2 minutes, Frank may have been at 4 minutes, etc. Okay, so once I have that done, I would click submit and my CTP video would upload for these students. The reason for uploading multiple students in one video: firstly, it saves time when you're editing and uploading the CTPs, and also parents quite like to see the standard of the other students in the class. They like to compare their child to other students. The next feature we'll look at is student consulting and issues. So once I'm on this page, I would go to new issue. You may write issues for students who receive any letter of concern, and also you may be asked by a CM to write an additional note on one of your students. This is to supplement their progress report if one of the parents has asked for additional information on their progress in class. So it might be Blake, consultation type, could be anything from behavior, textbook, e-learning, grades, or in this case we'll say instructor comment for consultation. So we're going to write a comment for the parents. We'll leave status on open. The subject would be Blake progress report, and then in the description I would write maybe some of Blake's strengths and some areas of improvement. I also might write in an action plan for what Blake can do to improve. And then I would make sure to click save, and then the CM can read this information, translate it, and tell the parents. Okay, the final feature of LMS that we use consistently would be management. So within management here on the left hand side, you can see we can track attendance, C-learning, their classwork, and e-learning, their online prep before class. So if I was to look in e-learning, I can track who consistently does their e-learning before class. I can also see who does not do their e-learning. And then if you want to build some kind of reward system related to grit and goals into your classroom to try and encourage students to actually do their e-learning, you can find that information here. Next, C-learning. If you click down this evaluation list, you can see a list of grades that you would have entered across the whole term. So this is very useful for you when you're writing those progress reports for your students or before you have parent-teacher meetings. Also, you can simply just open this up and check who completes their homework, for example, and maybe positively reinforce those students during class in order to give them some kind of additional incentive to complete their work. Okay, this was a quick overview of LMS and the 6 different features that we use mainly in class. Thanks for listening.